Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with the toy room. Now, this video sucks. I do not want to make this video. I touched on it in my last video that would probably be yesterday. I'm not sure when I'm uploading this video, but definitely my previous video I touched on it. But just in case you guys haven't seen it, I'm gonna do a quick recap. So basically what's going on is we're getting new windows installed in the house, which means everything that's in front of a window, like all these arcade 1-ups over here, as well as the whole command center over here, has to get moved away from the window. But not only that, every single thing that's in the room kind of has to get moved out of the way so they can actually access the window. So that in itself wouldn't be too hard. The arcades definitely aren't hard. Those are simple enough to move. The command center, because of all the wiring and LEDs that I have back there, that's not going to be fun to try and redo, but I have to do it. But on top of doing that, I also need to cover everything up in this room, because this room is going to get covered in dust, because they're going to be taking windows out, drilling the windows, whatever they got to do to install these windows. So the entire room is going to get covered in dust. Now the whole goal is to try and minimize the amount of dust that actually gets on all of my stuff. So I went to Home Depot and I bought these little here we go. Can we see? Focus. The lighting sucks. Let me get over here. That's much better. So I've just bought these plastic drop cloths that you put on the floor when you're painting and whatnot. These are 9 feet by 12 feet, so they are pretty big. So my goal is to put that all over the shelves, just as much stuff as possible. I bought 4 of them. I'm probably gonna have to buy some more for the bedroom and everything like that. But so this video is just going to be essentially just destroying the toy room. There's no other way to put it. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna show off, but we're gonna destroy we're gonna destroy the toy room. I can't even talk. And I'm just gonna bring you guys along for the process, show you the before, and then I'll probably do an after once the new windows are installed. But without further ado, now that all of that is out of the way, let's go ahead and get to destroying the toy room after we just spent so long building it up for that room tour like a month ago. Anyways, all right, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first step is going to be cleaning up this mess from the previous video. This was all of my giant toy haul that I just did a video on. So if you guys haven't seen that, again, be sure to check that out. It will be at the end of this video. It'll be the latest video on my channel. But we got to clean all this up. It's simple enough. It's just taking everything and really just throwing it in the closet to get it out of the way. So let me do that real quick, and by the power of editing, all right, so much better. I literally just took like everything and threw it all over here and all over here. So this closet's a mess. We are going to close that because I don't like seeing a mess, but I did leave a few things out, and you'll see why in a second. There's just a couple things that I figured I might as well just open up and throw on the shelf real quick. So I have this Back to the Future 3 DeLorean. This is a premium Hot Wheel, and you guys know I have my premium Hot Wheels all along here. So what I did is just made a spot on the wall right under the original DeLorean. So I'm just going to stick this right on here. So all I did was move everything down that was underneath that spot down one, and that right now leaves me with the Trans Am from Fast and the Furious left over, which I'm okay with right now. Maybe I'll respace them to fit or something. I don't know. This will go somewhere at some point in time, but I'm not worried about that right now. So that for now is gonna get thrown right there in the closet, right over there. So next step is to take these Back to the Future Pops, which the only reason they are off of the shelf, let's see if I can do this with one hand, is because I was showing them off in a live stream that I did with Justin Console Kits the other day. So I mentioned this, I have a ton of figures that have all fallen over. So these Back to the Future figures have fallen over, these Avatar figures have fallen over, all of these Ninja Turtle figures just decided to jump off the deep end over here. So instead of wasting my time really to try and organize them, since this room has to get destroyed anyways, I'm just leaving them the way they are. So unfortunately these pops are just gonna get carefully thrown here without knocking anything else over. There we go. So once the windows are done, then I'll go ahead and obviously fix all of this, but for now they just need to get placed on the shelf. Same with this Raphael, the comic book version of the Funko Pop. Now one thing I didn't realize until taking him out of the package, I didn't realize that his whole backside is just done in black. Not a big fan of how that looks, to be honest. I thought basically the whole figure was going to look like this green, you know, comic book style here, but yeah, I don't like how the back end of it looks. I mean, luckily it'll be on display like this, so I won't see the back end, but it was something that I realized after taking it out of the package. So not sure if I'm gonna track down the rest of them. I mean, knowing me, I probably will, but for now, he's gonna go right over here in the other pile of fallen turtles things. Yeah, so he'll go right there for now until I actually decide to fix the shelves. Now this big old Tommy Pickles, I don't know where he's gonna go for now. We're just gonna sit him up here if we can. Nope, alright, so he's just gonna lay down, take a nap on top of the Xbox Series X fridge. So there we go with that. And then I'm still unsure what I'm gonna do with these replica DeLorean car keys. I don't know if I'm gonna waste my time opening them right now, because there's nowhere I can really like put them on the shelf, so I might just throw the whole package on the shelf. I don't really know. Let's see if there's at least a temporary spot for now. That'll work for now until I actually decide. I'll probably get like a peg and stick in here and then just like hang it up on there or something of the sort. But for now, it's gonna stay there blocking the time circuits. And then a couple other things that we do have. Oh, almost forgot about this. The Funko Pop Jurassic Park gates, which look incredible. Man, these are bigger than I thought. I think I'm gonna stick them here, but I gotta push all this stuff back. So let me do that really quickly. All right, there we go. So I don't know if I'm gonna keep it here. I'm just gonna put it there at least temporarily for now. I mean, you can still see it from pretty much any angle you look at it. It does block the soundtrack back there, but you can still see the VHS tape. And then John Hammond didn't fit next to it, so I put him standing on top of the little TV here that plays scenes from Jurassic Park, which I'll just show off really quickly. If we can turn it on. No, it's in standby mode, which means I have to move the TV to turn it on. So if you check my last room tour that I did, you can see that in action. But yeah, that looks okay for right now. Like I said, everything's kind of just temporary at the moment. Next thing we have over here is these Hot Wheels that I decided to unbox. If I can get the camera to focus. There we go. So we have the Lucid Air. So pretty cool. So I'm just going to throw these guys on the shelf. Also have this McLaren F1, I believe is the exact model. So looks pretty nice. I love that rear view look of it. We got that. We also have, I forgot what this was. It's definitely a Barbie car. I forgot the exact name of the model. So yeah, this thing looks pretty cool. Kind of looks like almost like a fake Lamborghini, I guess. But yeah, it's just a random little like Barbie vehicle. And then last but not least, we have this Toyota AE86, I believe is the exact model. There we go. Love the way this looks with the red and black and the gold wheels. Yeah, pretty cool. So just gonna find somewhere to stick them over here on my Hot Wheels display. Alright, so chairs are moved. I put them as far back as I possibly could before it started hitting figures, so this wasn't too bad. I can probably even go just a little bit more. Unfortunately, on this side with all of the Star Wars figures, I'm like an inch away from the lightsaber, so that's gonna have to do. So what my plan is, and that'll be a little bit later on in this video, is to take these little plastic wrap things and put them on the top over here and kind of drape them down, and then maybe like tape them to the wall. I honestly don't know how this is gonna go. Like I said, I'm winging all of this, but that's my plan, is to put the little plastic covers on the top of the shelves and then drape them down so that any dust that comes in doesn't get blasted over that way. All right, so next step is going to be, I guess I gotta fold this rug up and do something with it, and then this table also. I think I'm gonna, oh man, I'm running out of space, I may have to take the arcades over to the garage, because I can put them here, but it's kind of in the way, because they need this space to get to, so something's gonna have to go to the garage. So let me actually sit down and strategize this. Alright, so I got a game plan. I took the rug out. What I'm gonna do is take these 3 arcades and this arcade, stick them in the garage, so that way this area is open here, and then I open up a little bit more space on this wall. And then what I'm going to do is take the whole command center unplug everything carefully, try and maneuver around my LED lights so I don't have to redo the LEDs, and probably move the command center along this wall so that way this area is open. They only need the area right in front of the window open. They said the stuff on the sides are okay. So take the command center, put it along this wall. All the arcades can go in the garage where I have some extra space, and this table has to go somewhere. Maybe I have enough space to move the table, just pull it back over here. We'll see, I don't know. But yeah, let me get the arcades out of here, unplugged and everything, and I'll put you guys on the time lapse. Alright, so got the arcades moved out of the way. I mean, they are over here, but I got them all moved out of the way, and dang, I haven't seen this wall empty in over a year at this point. Other things that I do have to do, obviously take these lights that I never really use too much, at least this Pac-Man one. I did use these light bars, and also my NECA scalers, which the sunlight's not helping me at the moment. Gotta take these off of here. I'll probably remove this stuff from the wall as well, but let's focus on what we gotta do first, and that's get these arcades over to the garage. So once again, let's go ahead and time lapse. Let me tell you guys, I am happy that I own Arcade 1-Up arcade cabinets and not like legit arcade cabinets, because I just carried 4 Arcade 1-Up cabinets and 3 risers from one side of the house to the other side of the house into the garage. I don't know if you guys can tell, I'm like sweating, I'm out of breath. I took my shirt off, I'm now in my wife beater, but it was very easy to do, and that's why I love Arcade 1-Up, because if you ever do need to just pick up and go to move it anywhere in your house, if you want to put it outside, or if you're just moving in general, or doing what I'm doing where you just need to temporarily move them, it is so easy. Just pick them up and go. Obviously they still weigh a little bit, but they weigh nowhere nearly as much as like a real arcade machine. So I'm happy with the ease of it. I'm a little out of breath at the moment, but that's okay. So now we have this whole side empty right here, so this should be good as far as the amount of space that they need around the window. But now I don't want to risk getting any of these cars that are on the wall messed up, so I'm just going to take those off of the wall and then remove all of my NECA scalers, which it's a shame because I just put these up all like a month ago, but whatever. And then we need to figure out what's happening with this table. The table I'm still uncertain about. The command center is going to be very simple to do, as far as like I'm just moving it from there to here, but as far as managing all the mess of wires, the camera's going all out of focus, but all the mess of wires and everything that I have back there, that's not going to be fun. And then I still need to get this camera to focus. There we go. I need to move all these pops somewhere. I'm probably just going to get like a backpack and throw all these pops there, and then move some of this stuff, I don't know, probably in the closet. I don't know, whatever. We'll get there when we get there. Let's take this stuff off the wall, and then once I strategize this section, I'll be back with you guys. So we got that table out of here. Sorry I didn't record anything. It was just a pain to get that giant long table with everything on it. I moved it with every single thing that was on that table, so I wouldn't have to take off the hundreds of books and everything that I had on there. So I dragged that to the other side of the house. So as you can imagine, I'm pretty out of breath. So now we have the last and final thing over here, and that is the command center. Now, what I'm hoping is, I know everything on top is going to have to come off for sure, but I believe all the consoles, I should be able to, well, the switch I'll take off because that will tip over, but I think everything else I should be able to just drag like where it is, drag this all as one big unit. So let's go ahead and pack all of this stuff up, and then I don't even know. Honestly, I've been dreading this section. I still don't know how this is gonna go. So hopefully it goes good. It may go bad. Not looking forward to this at all. Let's go and do it. It is done. There's a very nice layer of dust on here, but I'm not gonna bother dusting it because this room's only gonna get dusty anyways, so we're gonna dust everything in detail afterwards. So instead of getting a, what do you call it, a backpack for the stuff that was here, I just pretty much piled it all up on this chair, and that works out anyways because all that's gonna get covered. All the Funko boxes I threw right here in the closet, just stacked them up higher on the boxes that were already there, and a couple things I just rested on this shelf over here for now. So I'm not really sure what the right way to approach this is, and the main reason I say that, if I knew where I put my phone, hold on one second. So the reason I say that is because I have all of these LEDs set up over here, and the problem is it starts from all the way over here. I have one strip that goes like up and across and then stops like, I don't know, halfway through this, and then I have another strip that goes directly through the bottom and snakes around and continues its way all the way over here, and it's on the back side of the command center. So pulling that is probably going to rip all the strips off, and I'm not really sure. Like, I really hope I don't have to try and redo the lighting, because that means I have to move all of this stuff in order to redo the lighting. So that's why I've kind of been dreading this the most. But we're just gonna go in here and see what we can do, I guess. First, I'm gonna properly power off my PS5 because it's in sleep mode right now. And it's actually funny, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but now that this room's kind of emptied out a little bit, there is a little bit of an echo in here, which is strange because I'm not used to hearing that. Anyways, yeah, let's, God, I don't even know. I'm gonna put the camera down, time lapse it, and we'll really see what happens here. So just as I feared, LED strips are dead. So this strip right here ripped down here. So this piece came disconnected from here. So it's still good on this end, but everything else, basically this entire strip going all the way through here, that's all dead now. So that's gonna have to be redone, and I'll probably just redo this one while I'm at it, because I have a feeling in a second that one's about to rip too, as you can see. So we'll see how that goes, but it is actually going smoother than I thought, just as far as moving everything. The wiring situation, while it is a mess, it's kind of organized at the same time. I know that's weird, but everything was really just plugged into the wall by these two power strips. So there isn't too much like cable management I have to do in order to move this. So we're gonna go ahead and move it right over there, and I'll set the camera back up. So this is the magic that makes the command center run. This is the mess of wires back here that makes everything run. All of my consoles all hooked up, surround sound, TV, everything. So maybe I'll do some better cable management, even though it really doesn't matter, because when it's against the wall you don't see it at all. But all right, so last and final step. Actually, I need to take this stuff off the wall, so let me just do that real quick. I'm just gonna throw it on top of the command center over here. And I'll take these off just for good measure. So I think what actually may be a good idea, I have to see if I have any other available outlets. I could run the LED strip from back here versus from the wall before like I was. We'll see, we'll see. But now need to start covering everything. So this is gonna be fun. All right, we're almost there, home stretch. Alright, so honestly that went way smoother than I thought it was going to. Not that many things fell over, surprisingly. I think what, like maybe 2 things, but oh, I gotta fix that one up there. But basically all I did was take a thumbtack, put it over there, and a thumbtack on that end to secure it, and then just drape the rest of it over there. Like I said, I gotta fix that real quick, but that wasn't too bad. So I guess I'll probably cover this section. Kind of overkill with this big thing for that little thing, so I don't know. Definitely got to cover the retro games, and gonna cover the command center for sure. And I think everything else is just gonna have to get dusty, like all the stuff up here, and I'll deal with it. This stuff is easy to dust off. Yeah, so I guess we'll keep time lapsing. Next section is roped off, I guess you can say. Should be okay. I put this little thing here to hold it down, but yeah, I think this should be okay. Might get a little bit of dust in there, but nothing too bad. So next section is gonna be this section over here, and then I'll have to figure out what to do over on that side. Okay, so here we are with this. It's not perfect, but it's gonna do. We'll probably like tape some sections down because you can see it's starting to like get a little floaty over here with the air circulating through the room. I'm not gonna bother covering this stuff up here. Unfortunately, there's just no way to really do it. I definitely do want to cover over here somehow. I may take like an old blanket or something just because I don't want any of the dust to get into any of the consoles or the TV or anything like that. I'll do that off camera. And then this is the last section that we have to do over here, which I'm not entirely sure. I might just go wall to wall with it, but then the dust can still get in from the top. I don't know, I'll probably just do wall to wall and call it a day, just to have some sort of protection. Alright you guys, so my camera died at some point while I was filming that, so hopefully you got to see a little bit of it, but here is the finished product. Now I am filming on my phone, so the quality probably sucks, but so I think I'm gonna end the video here. One, because my camera's dead, but two, the room is for the most part pretty much all covered up. I just have to finish this little section over here so that the consoles don't get any dust or anything in them. But I think that's gonna do it. As you can see, my little helper over there. But yeah, everything's all wrapped up. This was a project, I think I'm going on like 3 hours now of doing this, so yeah, I'm ready to be done. So I'm gonna do a couple finishing little touches here and there, and that's pretty much it. So hope you guys enjoyed this probably weird and long video. I don't even know how it's going to come out once I'm done editing it, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link's in the description down below, and also be sure to click the notification bells so that you can get notified when I post the part 2 to this video, which is this video was destroying it. Part 2 is obviously going to be rebuilding it. So we're gonna start that project Monday, so in just a few days they should be done with the windows and everything like that. And I'm starting to ramble on, so that's pretty much it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. As always guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.